Hello everyone and welcome to Liam Tours People's Worlds, a series where I'm touring amazing YouTubers' worlds. I'm going to be starting off with a magnificent, well-bearded Defense 041. Hello, hello.
Hello.
And we are in
I'm
his second survival world, is this? Or is it your third one?
this is honestly I don't know. I've been playing Minecraft for so long.
It's one of
But this is
Defense's survival worlds.
my first solo survival world on YouTube.
Yeah, go and check him out. His link's
That's the
down in the
best way to
description.
describe it. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright.
But yeah, so this is my world. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of it along with Mr. Zombie underscore Liam here.
You forgot the
Zombie
one.
dude. Yeah, I know. Shh. We already know you're the only zombie underscore Liam.
That is true. And the best. That's why there's a
Yeah.
one there.
Yes, yes. But yeah, so we're gonna tour this world. For anybody who is also subscribed to me, we recently wrapped up on this world right before 1.17 launched. I think I put out the video the day of the 1.17 launch, and it is not 100% completed. There is more we could have done in this world, but I was at a point where I kind of wanted to change. So that's what I did. We're starting off outside my house. If I remember correctly, it is the first thing I built on this server, except for maybe the spawner. I could have done that first, but we'll get to that later.
Alright.
I actually emptied everything. Sorry, what was that?
I just said alright, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, no worries, no worries. This was the first map I saved. You can see the date on it, so that was a
Yeah.
little over a year ago now.
You can
There
also
are
see
some builds
that
here.
the corner's not finished.
Yeah, oh, well, you're gonna get a big update on this map anyway, so trust me, once we get to the map area, I'll show you guys that. But this was the first map I saved for the area. Oddly enough, was also on my birthday, now that I look at the date. There are buildings here that are gone. Obviously, you don't keep everything you build at the start. That was sheep, that was something. And this down here, the gray block with the brown dot, was my tree farm for spruce so that I wouldn't
Oh yeah, the
puzzle
podzol.
up the land.
Oh, I
Yeah, but
hate
let's
that.
swing on inside.
Lovely
This was my
no
first
door.
storage room. Yeah, the zombies kept breaking it off, so I stopped putting it on. I just gave up on it. I was like, you know what? I'm not putting it anymore.
You know there's a
But yeah,
trick to
this
do
is...
that. Stop the zombies from
No, I
breaking down
know,
the
I
door.
know. I know there is. But I had villagers free roam in the area, and they couldn't get in and out the door because
Oh.
of that trick, so I swapped it the other way. Hey, my flowers are gone.
What?
I had flowers on this back block here. I'll have to go back and see. But yeah, so they had... this is my house. Upstairs is where I had enchanting in bed. Obviously, those are gone because they were moved. And then basement was... Ooh, we gotta go down another level. Yoink.
Ooh.
Basement was literally just for my mind. And because it looked cool. So I could come out here and go up and up. I liked the split porch idea, and I'm definitely going to be using it in my new world.
Oh yeah, this is
It was
fancy.
cool. You know, I played around with a lot of different... This was very new style to me. And you will see evolution as we go versus where everything is kind of just flat on the walls here. I do change that up as we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's this, and that's this build really it. We'll just hit the little things over here real quick. So, villager breeder. I almost said zombie breeder. Definitely not a zombie breeder. Well, if I put a zombie downstairs, it technically is.
That
Yeah,
is
this
true.
was as far as I got
Oh.
in villager trading.
Hang
It's
on.
all good. As
Don't
I
look,
said, we'll
don't
just
look.
wipe the world. Don't worry about it.
There we go. Nothing happens. We're all good.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot with villagers here. I really just got to the point where I could get the stuff that I needed. So I have like a mending guy down here, a couple of emerald trades in there. I think one of these is looting. The other one's efficiency 5, unbreaking, just stuff like that. Just real quick, I didn't want to get into villagers because I had just done a ton of villagers previously. And just honestly every other Minecraft world I've played in. So yeah, these guys were down here. I started to work with them, and then I just went, I don't want to do this anymore.
That's fair enough. I've never
So,
done villagers before. So.
yeah. Oh, actually, we'll show off this. So you guys will see this a bit more once we get over the new section. But I needed mushroom stems. So I made a mushroom farm. A mushroom stem farm. And I'd chop that out and keep it, and then fortune all of this stuff. And
Only
then
the
just put a new
stems.
mushroom down.
Interesting.
Huh?
Only the stems.
I only wanted the stems. I needed another white block that had a variated texture.
Oh. Oh, I
That
see.
was really it. Yeah, I did keep a ton of the browns. If you look in the barrel on the floor right here, I did keep a bunch of the browns just in case I needed it.
Nice.
And that was really it. So, next we'll move on to bees.
Oh, I love bees.
This was my honey and my honey farm. I did have a bee breeder, which I'll actually be building in episode 3 of my current Let's Play, which will be coming out next week. Well, next week for me. I don't know when this will actually be coming out because it's not mine. But yeah, this was very simple. And then they changed redstone. So I started this world in 1.15. And then they changed how redstone reacted, so I had to change up some of this. Actually, no, this one was fine. It's actually my sorting system that had to change. But yeah, this one was doing okay. It actually worked really well. I just never ended up using honey blocks. So I never really did anything with it.
Sorry, just hitting every day.
I could probably...
I like what you done with the torches, so the grid. I should probably do that more often.
Yeah, I'm not doing that in my next world. I want to try and stay away from torch grids, but I do want to keep everything lit. The torch grid's nice, but it's so messy when you have to replace it later. And I just never ended up wanting to. So now we'll move on to the next bit. If you want to come over here. Oh, back over here. I'm just going to show off this. Then we'll go to the town.
Alright. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself.
Nope, all good, all good. If you want to drop down onto the bone block.
Oh, okay.
Watch out, there's a little bit of lava. This was my zombie and skeleton spawner.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah.
I love the feel of this.
I specifically picked this seed for 2 reasons. The double spawner in a swamp, because I wanted to build in a swamp.
Yeah.
And then hidden...
Oh, that just goes up.
Whoop. All good. You just drop back down. You'll be good. I had a hidden enchanting hidden enchanted thing down below. So don't ask me how many times I've fallen in there. I don't want to talk about it.
How many times have you fallen in there?
Probably about 6 or 7. And then it was even worse after I got my elytra, because I'd go to jump and I'd end up double jumping and like elytra glide into it. It was so bad. This was my iron farm. Honestly, one of the easiest iron farms I've ever made. And it's definitely going to make an appearance in season 2. And I recommend it for anybody. I don't remember the designer, and I apologize for that, but I will be finding it again soon. It is linked in the video for this, so if you do check out the playlist, check it out. But yeah, it's really simple. You only need this water because they'll spawn out here and they'll just try and get to the zombie and they'll eventually fall into the water. And then this is player safe as well because you can fall in under the lava. And
well, I mean, if you're like dumb like me.
Yeah.
And then
but as long as you don't swim up, it's all good. And I did get a good amount of iron. I don't actually know how much is in here now. Oh yeah, it's the bottom
empty.
Full, pretty much.
Oh, nice. But, poppies as well. Loads of red dye.
That was really it for over here. I did plan on bringing it into town, but I never did that. Do we want to do Miraheim Farm or Miraheim proper? Where do we want to start first?
Let's do the farm first. I like
the farm?
farms.
Okay,
yeah.
We will start off over here. This was going to be the sheep pasture. It never got made.
Alright, I see.
I started working on the land and stuff. I even had a sign for it. Look, sheep pasture goes here.
Will you... oh, I see.
Did I lose you? Oh, right there.
I get lost easily. Sheep dots. Oh, yes. And then 3 dots after that soon. I'm probably going to do it, but most likely not. Whoa, this looks amazing.
This? Oh, yeah. So this was... I wanted things to look lived in. That's one of the reasons I used the armor stands mod, plugin thingy, whatever it is, so that I can play around with them. But I have fields that look harvested, fields that are still growing, and these guys were wheat farmers. So this whole land here where you see all the wheat fields belongs to them. And the houses and 2 barns are here as well. There is a secret underneath. I will show you that once you're done exploring. If you have any specific questions, let me know. All of the trees that are not oak and birch are custom built, and all of the leaves on the ground are all hand placed, along with a couple of the boulders So
Boulders.
pretty nice.
Oh, yeah, I see.
There's only one boulder actually. Now that I'm looking at it, I lost you because you're in
I'm right
spectator
behind
mode,
you. It's
but
fine.
no problem. Since you are in spectator mode, go down, and you'll find my sheep farm, my sheep wool farm.
Oh yeah, I see it. Wow, that's big. That's
So
massive.
yeah, this was so I could get all the sheep, and while I was working on it, I found a spider spawner down behind it, so I could get two things while I was here. I think I used all the spider string. Yeah, I was using it for tons of stuff. But I could get all 16 types of wool and spider string from here.
Wait, that's just
Nice,
a
but these...
that's just a drop. Does that still give you the items for that?
Yep.
I
Yeah,
thought
they
you
just
had
have to
to
die.
kill them to get the drops.
No, it's if you want, there's certain specialty drops. Actually, no, it doesn't make a difference. It's only heads, so if you want any heads, a drop won't give you anything.
Okay.
But if you just drop them, they just hit the ground and die, and they still drop all of their loot. Same thing, if a zombie burns up in the day, he still drops his stuff. You just don't get XP.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like the wee
What
bridge
else
as
do we have?
well. That looks nice.
Yeah. But I've done a lot of stuff in here, and I had a lot of fun with it. This is where I really started to try out new stuff for building. As you can see with the house, I started mixing textures. We had, what's it, brick, terracotta, and what's it called? Granite, sorry. And just kind of messed around with it, and I think it came out real well. I'm a huge fan of the roofs.
I
know
like the
not
roofs.
everybody loves the straw bales. I have a texture pack that gets rid of the
The red grids,
lines on the
yeah.
straw bales, by the way, the tines. So mine look like a thatched roof. So, and I also threw my hand in at custom trees. That was pretty much this area. My concrete converter's in the windmill if you want to take a look at it.
It's a very nice windmill.
Yeah, I was very happy with it. The top didn't end up coming out the way that I thought it would. I kind of wish I made it a little bit taller so that I could kick the roof out a little more. It's very rocket ship on the top, so.
Oh, I love the use of banners
That's-
here. That's very creative.
it came out real well. Yeah. I was considering using wool, but it was too blocky, and the banners ended up coming out real well. And I think that's really it for right here. Ah, well, actually, my tree farm is over here. Do I still have you?
Yep.
Okay.
Is this
you're in
an
spectator, so
automatic
you can
one?
see. No. I have to mine it myself.
Okay.
But I designed this and actually put out a tutorial for it.
Nice.
Which was pretty cool. This was my first go at a redstone contraption, but it's pretty simple. You just grab your things, turn it on, sit in the thing, hold it down. Sometimes it takes a little long, but... And then it gives you a full block at the end. And it fills up all of this, and
Is
it looks
there...
awesome.
This looks awesome.
Ooh, a trader. Well, I don't need him. All right, now we're going to head back to the farm. We're going to head across the large bridge. And you guys will see every once in a while little ships dotted around, like canoes. There's a raft over by the waterfall at the Miraheim Farms.
Oh, they're named as well.
I just decided... Yep, they are named. That was from streams. It's one of the things you can, at the time, could use your points for to name a statue whatever you wanted. Some people would name it after themselves. Some people would just give them random funny names, and so on.
Pretty
Yeah,
sure.
you guys will see around a lot of unfinished stuff. It just happens.
Yeah.
Now we come along to my favorite bridge in the whole world. This was my first time using basalt, and I loved it. We did some T-shaped light supports here and some banners. So yeah, this was a little bit after 1.16 launched because we had more stuff to play with. So I started playing around with it more, obviously.
Yeah, I like the bridge. Captain Rex.
Yeah, so I chose that name myself. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. We're not going to get into the chat about it. I will chat with people in the comments if they want to talk about Star Wars, but we're gonna avoid that for now. But this is where I really started playing with the armor stands. This was the first area I can think of that I really went like all out and played around with a couple of things. You'll see there's, you know, armor stands saluting, inside the archery range, there's actually Poke here is actually firing an arrow at the target.
Oh yeah, I
That
see
took me a
that.
long time to set up and line up right. Um, I have crossbows hanging up on the stand here. I was gonna do the same with swords over in the dueling arena, where you can see two people having a little bit of a duel. Just never got around to it, sadly. But that was cool. And then inside, we have a little bit. Oh, I never ended up putting in the cards. Oh, these guys were supposed to be playing cards. I never ended up
Oh.
putting in the cards on the table. This guy here is just getting up. He's sitting up in bed, chit-chatting with the guys down playing cards. You know, as I said, I tried to make the place look lived in. Yes, many villagers were sacrificed for this.
I can imagine.
I will show you where we got villager heads from.
I've played around.
But
I
yeah, that was this
can,
area.
if you want, I can send you some images of some armor stands that I've been doing.
Yeah, sure. Oh, where'd you go? Right there. So this is an unfinished project. This was going to be a farm. There's no farmhouse or anything else built, but the farm itself was built. And it's supposed to mimic like a grape farm, if you ever seen how the grape farms are set up.
Yep.
And it looks nice. I wasn't 100% happy with it, but I liked it. I just never finished it.
It's a good detail just to
never
have
got
as
the
like a
inspiration.
filler. That's what you need a lot of the
Yeah,
times
the
is
top.
just filler in your world.
Yeah. It looks nice. It looks nice. Let's move on to the next thing. We'll hop down to the ground because this is, don't get me wrong, you can view this from the sky, but this is best viewed from the ground and it looks awesome when you come up on it. This, for the longest time, was my favorite build in the whole of this world, and that is the town
Ooh.
portal, aka my nether.
Oh, I like
I-
that.
Don't know why. So obviously, once you take a look at it, feel free to fly around afterwards. But it's all custom terrain, obviously. And then we do have a custom wall down the side here, which was supposed to go on the side of my gold farm, which we're gonna hit before we go into Miraheim proper. So I was gonna do this on a larger scale up on the side of the mountain, and just never ended up doing it. Same thing. Everything inside this area, custom tree, obviously, bushes, all the fancy stuff. I really, really enjoyed it.
Alright, one
But
question
we'll
for
talk
you.
about the, yeah, what's your question?
What is this?
That so before I had tried to set up something that looked like a horse, and
Okay.
I didn't like what it looked like. So during a stream, I just kept coming back over here during the stream and throwing up different thoughts in my head and getting opinions on it. And this design, like every other design, everybody thought real bad and it didn't look like a horse, but was still fantastic to have. So I kept it.
Fair. Okay.
This is supposed to have a second one. They're supposed to pull the dirt cart. But yeah,
Well,
he
have
kinda
you got a
looks
name
like
for this?
boar. I don't have a name for it, to be honest. It's kind of like a dragon boar. And that's the best way I could think of it.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. But actually, before we move on, these were the first guys I played with when it came to armor stands. I had built up all of the area. So all of that land you see in front of you right now, guys, I placed it all by hand. That was water. That was swamp. We'll see a bigger map that shows you it all a little bit after. But I didn't have enough space under the bridge for boats to pass through. So I decided, hey, let's mess around. This was the first guy I tried to play around with. You can see he's a little messed up.
Yeah.
He threw out his back trying to lift this.
Well, that's why you should
big
always
meter
lift with
dirt.
your legs and not your back, guys.
Right?
Important lesson has been learned.
Yeah. So this was the dirt barge. It has a little crane that dug up the dirt. These guys were running wheelbarrows and dumping all, digging out this area. And I just kind of left them. I really enjoyed putting them here, and we left them.
I love the armor stands. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're so fun. I can't wait to play with them again soon. Before we head into Miraheim proper, we're going to check out the gold farm, which is over here.
Oh, I didn't
And
even
then
know.
we'll hit Miraheim proper.
Wait,
so
what is
all
it?
of this area along... Oops, sorry, go on.
Oh, it's, sorry, it's just the particles off the ender portals.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so like I had on the end wall over there by the portal, I was going to do that same thing all the way around the edge here. I actually have all of the materials. It was the last thing I did in this world, was I set all this stuff aside, and then those who are around know what happened. So,
Yeah.
but now we're gonna go into the gold farm. And this was my first time playing around with all of the nether stuff. And I was very happy with it. Obviously, there were better things I could have done for this, but I really liked it. I can melt down everything.
Is this a super smelter?
If
No, it's just a...
no, this is literally just you put it in the top, it comes out the bottom.
Fair enough.
It's just to melt down their gold swords and stuff. That was really it. Just collect a bunch up, put them in the top.
A lot of zombie fight
this
piglins heads here.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Were you a big head collector, would you say?
Yeah, I tried to collect a lot of heads. We'll show you the heads when we get over into Miraheim proper, which is where we're going to be heading next. This here, as I said, very simple. It's just got the portals up top, and there is a turtle egg in the middle of this. And these guys obviously try and stomp the turtle eggs and fall in. If you want, you can hop into spectator mode and fly up if you want to take a look.
Yep, give me a quick second.
No worries. I will meet you on the surface once you're done checking it out.
Oh yeah, I see the egg.
Yeah. So they try and walk to that, and then they kind of just plop right in. So we'll head back over to the bridge by the dirt cart and the drawer. That's what I'll call it. It's a drawer.
A drawer.
And this is the entrance to Miraheim proper.